Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions, let's have a look at my limited class match team here. And I just got to Platinum, so I thought I would tell you my thoughts that went into building the team, and then kind of talk about how I do against other teams that I see a lot of. But we can see here the cost, unit cost has to be 240 or lower, healing is lowered by 50%, and then quick cannot be used. And so if we look at my party, and then the Halloween Federica Kitan pair is one that I've liked ever since Federica was released. They're both evade characters, and then they can tie up guys. Ideally, I would want the third character to be my main damage source. If this were not a unit cost limit class match, I would put in there like Oberon or Jaden or some other cost 100 damage dealer. But because of the unit cost, they're going to be the tie-up units and also kind of the main damage sources. And then this team, it kind of combines two things that I really like, Evade and then Dragoons, because of this vision card here, the Titan vision card. This will raise Evade for Earth units by 20, which is great. And then the personal ability here is Pierce Attack Up, and then it has some Dexterity, so it gives the evade to my Earth units, but it also gives the Pierce Attack Up to any spear user, so I could put any Dragoon in there. With the unit cost, I can't use a cost 80 unit, so like Kitan is out. Anybody higher than that, of course, Aranea or Oberon, can't use them. But Victora here, she fits the bill. And one funny thing is that this team is very strong against wind. I have almost no problems going against even all wind parties. I can evade pretty much everything that Tifa and 2B throw at me, and of course Halloween Leela. Damage is not great, of course, coming from Federica or Kitan, but Victora can one-punch any of them, so yeah, it's a good party against wind. What's funny is that I kind of have the most trouble against lightning parties, especially if they have both Cloud and Federica, because they have the 100% hit attacks. But if it's like just Cloud, I can usually get through that fine. One alternative that I could do instead of Victora would be Alim here. She is another spear user, so she could take advantage of the Titan Vision card still. But she's also very evadey, especially with her EX job. This might be attractive if I go deeper into Platinum, and then I see many more Arstoria teams than I do Wind teams. Then I wouldn't have to worry about getting the element advantage over the wind teams, and then I could get a little bit of element advantage on those water teams. But yeah, this limited class match has had me thinking about lower rarity units. I think Krace in particular has kind of come out of nowhere and has been very useful. I see her a lot in Arstoria and Cella's teams. Okay, but anyway, let's look at my characters one by one. Here we have Halloween Federica. There are her stats. I have the Shinra Bangle for the critical damage and critical rate. And I have the Black Garb for evade, of course, and the defense penetration. And then Gafgarion's sword. Of all of the swords, I think this is the one that works best for me. And then having the Confuse on the normal attack is nice. And then I can show you all the buffs here. From Trustmaster runes. But light resistance up, water resistance up, critical rate up, defense penetration, luck up, critical damage, and then earth attack up. And then the set bonuses down here, luck up 15, critical rate up 15, critical damage up 10. And then we can see a max attack of 178 here. That's pretty good. Alright, and then for Esper, we have the Devil Chimera, and then the Luck card. This is good for any evade team, but particularly good for Earth. And then the Subvision card, up until yesterday it was Chocoball, so I could get the Agility up. But I moved it over to this one for the Slash Resistance up, because this should help me against Arstoria. I'll talk about Arstoria more when I get to Kitan. And then Fencer main job, Fencer sub job. I'll show you the skills that I have turned off. Right, I turned off this AoE buff TP skill because I don't want her moving sideways. If you saw in my previous videos, I had my 2 evade units very far up front. I want them to get out in front as quickly as possible, engage the enemies, maybe mess up their party buffs. And then my team, it's pretty self-sufficient. I don't need my guys close to each other. I don't need them buffing each other. Even Victora, she's going to be able to do enough damage without buffs from party members. I turned off Whirl Slash. This has a big chance of our high priority of going off if there are especially multiple units around. But I don't feel like it does very good damage, so I have this off. And then, let's see, the TP skills. I really kind of fiddled with the different ones. This one I want on all the time because it has the evade up and then the single target resistance up. But that second TP skill, that was hard to choose. But I eventually went for this one, the resist step. Pierce and magic resistance up. This has lower priority than the one that I just showed you, the evade up, while all of the other TP skills have higher priority. So even though I don't love this TP skill, it has lower priority than the evade up, so she will use this after. If I have only this one single TP skill on, then there will be turns where she won't do anything, so I don't want that, so we'll have her use this instead. And Fencer Subjob, I turned off the TP skill here for the move +1. This has the highest priority, it seems. But this one's nice. This one will lower the accuracy of people she hits. And then, let's see, attack, defense break, defense penetration, and evade up. That's good support ability. And then this one here for critical rate and critical damage up. I could use this one for more evade, or I could use this one for more movement, but I find that the critical is better for me. And then here, I talked about this in a previous video, but this is the reaction skill where she will preemptively lower accuracy, and that's really helpful. I like that. And then I turn off the limit break. Don't need that. And then resistances, looking like that. Nothing special here. A little bit of a positive for magic. And that's Halloween Federica. She is great. She's not going to one-punch anybody, but she can evade for long enough that she can whittle guys down. Next is Kitan, who's kind of the centerpiece of my team. There are her stats there, and then we'll look at her resistances. There they are. 30 slash and then 10 water. That's for going against Astoria. And here, this is the craftable item from the Persona collaboration. This will give both the water resistance and then the slash resistance, also ice. This is also to go against Astoria. I was previously using the pudding earring for more HP, but I felt like maybe this would be better. Well, it is better against Astoria teams because I've found that if I can survive that first 100% hit attack from Astoria, then I have a pretty good chance of winning. So if this can help me survive that first attack, that would be good. That might be better than the HP. Lower HP, of course, means less damage from Drain Force, but I'm willing to take that chance. And then Santa's clothes for the evade, of course. And then bells so that she can keep using Drain Force over and over again. I still find it cheap that she can use Drain Force 5 times in a battle, but I'm not complaining. I hope they don't lower that. Okay, and then bonus buffs here. Accuracy up, let's see, magic resistance, max HP up, evade up, and gained AP up. Okay. And then set bonuses here, luck up, attack up, defense penetration up. Okay, and then Chaos Odin, Esper for the Man-Eater and evade. Regular Odin Vision card for the single target resistance, and the Man-Eater. And then here, not quite max, but the other Earth Evade card for Spirit up and Luck up. Oh, and apparently this gives me agility, so I didn't need the Chocobo card after all. Okay, ninja main job, soldier sub job. I've turned off everything but the drain force. Move and jump +1. EX upgraded support ability for luck, agility, gained AP, and single target resistance, and slow counter. And I've left her limit break on. Okay, and then last is Victora. That is how she is looking. Ice Lance, of course. And the Baal Gauntlet, so I can give her accuracy and magic resistance. And then Auguries is Trustmaster. Pretty good HP there. And then bonus buffs here. Berserk resistance, max HP up, reaction rate down. Dark resistance, I'm not seeing very much dark at all. Slash resistance, casting time down, that's nice for the jumps. Ice attack up, lightning resistance up. Defense break resistance, dexterity up, and pierce attack up. And set abilities, HP up, all element resistance up, attack up, and defense penetration up. Alright, and then for support abilities, she has self-sacrifice and HP up. Let's see, she has the vision ability from the sub-vision card. And then I have turned off the limit break. Even when I turned it on, and even when I turned off my other jumps, she wouldn't use it, so I decided to go back to kind of using her as a more straightforward Dragoon. But here, this is the attack that she uses the most, and this is great. It's her Horizon jump, but she can break defense with it too, so good damage here. Good range. And right, Frost Leap, also turn that off. Okay, that is a look at my team. Very happy with it. I will continue to go through Platinum for however much longer this limited class match will go on. And if I find more Arstoria teams, then I do win teams. Then maybe I'll change out Victora for Ali. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.